So today we have some potential bad news about the iPhone Folds, because while the launch is still on track for 2026, there are signs that things aren't exactly going smoothly behind the scenes. But before we dive into this, quick favour, around 90% of you guys watching these videos aren't actually subscribed, which is kind of odd considering how deep we go into Apple leaks, timelines and all the behind the scenes chaos. So if you enjoy staying ahead of this stuff, hit subscribe and tap the hype button. It genuinely helps a small channel like mine keep showing up in your feeds. Now, according to a new report from Digitimes, Apple's foldable iPhone has hit a bit of a delay in production. Not a massive one, not something that completely derails the product, but enough to raise a few eyebrows. Originally, Apple was planning to begin mass production of the iPhone Folds in June 2026. That's usually the point where things are locked in, the design is final, and Apple just starts churning these things out at scale ready for launch. But now that timeline has slipped to early August. So we're looking at roughly a 1 to 2 month delay in mass production, which might not sound like a big deal at first, but when you understand how tightly Apple schedules these launches, even a small delay like that can have ripple effects. Despite that delay though, Apple hasn't actually told suppliers to push back the launch, which means as of right now, the iPhone Fold is still expected to release in fall 2026, likely around the same time as the iPhone 18 Pro series. They'll squeeze every part of the supply chain, optimize every stage of production, and basically do whatever it takes to hit that September window. Now, the reason for this delay seems to come down to the current phase the iPhone Fold is in, which is something called Engineering Validation Testing, or EVT. This is a stage where Apple's testing prototypes to make sure everything actually works the way it's supposed to. Durability, thermals, hinge reliability, display longevity, all of the stuff that becomes very complicated when your phone literally folds in half. And according to multiple reports, this stage has been a bit problematic. Not disastrous, not cancel the product levels of bad, but clearly more challenging than Apple expected. Which isn't surprising because foldables are notoriously difficult to get right. Even companies like Samsung, who have been making foldables for years, still deal with issues around creases, durability and long-term reliability, and Apple being Apple, they're not going to ship something unless it meets a certain standard. They'd rather delay, tweak and refine than rush something and deal with a PR nightmare later. Remember the original Galaxy Fold launch? That was a complete mess. Apple does not want that situation repeating. Now, this report kind of sits in between two completely different claims we heard recently. On one side, you had Nikkei Asia suggesting that these engineering issues could push the iPhone Fold all the way back to 2027, but then on the other side, you had Mark Gurman from Bloomberg saying the exact opposite. According to him, the iPhone Fold is still on track to launch around the same time, or shortly after, the iPhone 18 Pro models in September 2026. So naturally, everyone was like, okay, which one is it then? And well, this new Digitimes report kind of bridges that gap. Yes, there are delays. Yes, the testing phase has been slower than expected, but Apple might still be able to recover that time during mass production. Now, before mass production even begins, the iPhone Fold starts to go through a couple more stages: design validation testing, or DVT, and then production validation testing, or PVT. These are the final steps before a product is ready to be made at scale, and they're crucial because this is where Apple locks in everything. So if there's already delays at the EVT stage, it does make you wonder how smooth the next phases are going to be, because if anything else slips, even slightly, that September launch window starts to look very tight. And this is where we get into what I think is the most realistic outcome. I think the iPhone Fold is probably going to launch in 2026, but availability is going to be rough. Because when you hear about production delays this early in an iPhone cycle, it usually translates to supply constraints at launch. We've seen this before with various iPhones, especially when there's new technology involved. Limited stock, long shipping times, and devices selling out within minutes of pre-orders going live. And with something as complex as a foldable, that risk is even higher. You've got new components, new manufacturing processes, and a much more complicated assembly compared to a regular iPhone. So even if Apple hits that September release, don't be surprised if getting your hands on this might be a bit of a mission. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if Apple announces the iPhone Fold in September but isn't available to buy till October or November, similar to the iPhone X. Now let's talk about the specs, and yes, I've talked about this at length, but let me recap once again. The iPhone Fold's gonna have a 5.3-inch outer display and a much larger 7.8-inch inner display when opened up. So essentially it transforms from a regular-ish smartphone to something that's much closer to a small tablet. iPhone mini to iPad mini kind of transition. And you already know they're going to position this as the most refined, most polished foldable on the market. Now, whether that ends up being true, we'll have to wait and see. But we do know this thing is not going to be cheap. Current estimates are putting the price somewhere between $2,000 and $2,500. So yeah, this very much is a premium, almost experimental product. This isn't the kind of device Apple expects everyone to buy. It's more about showcasing what they can do, testing the waters, and slowly building out a new category. Of course, if the demand is there, Apple can slowly make the tech more accessible. Kind of like what they did with the iPhone and the original Apple Watch. And speaking of positioning, this also explains why Apple's pushing so hard to keep that 2026 launch on track, because the longer they wait, the further behind they're going to fall in the foldable space. Samsung, Google and others are already multiple generations in. Apple coming in late is absolutely fine if they nail the execution, but if they delay it too much, they risk losing that "we perfected it" narrative. So timing here is everything, and I think that's where Apple's approach to foldables might actually work in their favour. They've waited longer than everyone else, which means they've had more time to study what works and what doesn't. They've seen the failures, the improvements, the compromises, and now they're trying to come in with something that feels more mature. But that also means expectations are higher. People aren't going to give Apple the same leeway they gave early foldables from other companies. If this thing launches with obvious flaws, it's gonna get called out immediately. So in a weird way, these delays might actually be a good sign. It shows Apple's being cautious, it shows they're not rushing, and it also shows they're willing to adjust timelines internally to get things right, even if externally they're still aiming for that 2026 release. Now the big question is, should you be excited? And I think that answer depends on what you want from a phone. If you've been waiting for Apple to enter the foldable space, this is obviously a massive moment. It's something completely new for the iPhone range, and it could genuinely change how people use their devices. But at the same time, first generation products always have some sorts of risk with them: high price, limited availability, and potential teething issues. So this might be one of those devices that's more exciting to follow than to actually buy, at least at first. Unless you've got $2,000 lying around, in which case, fair enough, you might as well splurge on the iPhone Fold. But yeah, overall, the situation right now is pretty clear. The iPhone Fold is real, it's in development, it's hit some minor delays, but Apple's still pushing hard for a 2026 launch. The only real concern is how these delays affect availability, because if history tells us anything, it's that new complex Apple products rarely have smooth launches. And before you go, if you want to stay on top of all the latest iPhone Fold leaks and whether Apple actually pulls this off without chaos, hit subscribe and tap the hype button. It massively helps the channel grow, and I'll keep you updated as we get closer to launch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.